Kylian Mbappe will quickly want to forget his debut season at Madrid, because I've never seen a player get a cozy unveiling of 80,000 fans who went from cheering him on July the 16th to booing him on the 21st of April, mainly due to the fact that Madrid went from being La Liga and Champions League winners to adding a top 3 player in the world to just only finishing the season empty-handed. And one thing about Madrid fans, they will let you know about a disappointment. Even Cristiano Ronaldo himself once got booed in 2018 when he faced Bayern Munich in the Champions League, but Ronaldo would respond to the boos by scoring a hat-trick in the second half of the same game he was getting booed, which would lead Madrid to the next round where he faced Atletico Madrid, and then Ronaldo would score another hat-trick. But as we have seen from Kylian Mbappe's European Golden Boot award, scoring goals isn't the way to silence the crowd. As the story goes, from that game of getting booed, Ronaldo would win 3 Champions League titles in a row during the same era of the MSN versus the BBC. So when Madrid fans went from cheering Kylian to booing him, it was only just his turn to respond like Cristiano did. And with Madrid losing 4 games against Barcelona this past season, it was a matter of time before people start being shown the door, and the first person was Carlo Ancelotti, who in my opinion was dealt an unfair deal, because the way Madrid went about signing Kylian in the first place, the whole transfer was doomed from the beginning. From written articles of Madrid giving Kylian a deadline date to sign his pre-contract, to the deal being signed in the last minute, the whole timeline of the move to Madrid has robbed Kylian of the star treatment that he has always deserved. And in my honest opinion, I think ever since Real Madrid was aware of Kylian Mbappe's dreams to one day play for the same team as his favorite player growing up, that has caused Madrid to see and pursue Kylian Mbappe with a bit less respect. Actually, the best example that shows how Madrid never took Mbappe seriously was the failure to sign him in 2022. In my opinion, that contract extension with PSG kinda sent out a message that Madrid thought of themselves as doing Kylian a favor by signing him. Hence, they were holding the keys that would finally turn Mbappe's dreams into reality, because that would have been the perfect time for him to join Real Madrid. Not only would he have inherited the number 7 jersey from Hazard, even much better, he could have been more respected by his current Madrid team, because right now it's just disrespect that he has to watch Vinicius take penalty kicks while he has taken 3 and scored all 3 penalty kicks in the most high pressure game in all of football. Kylian was the first player to score a hat-trick in a World Cup final back in 2022 with 5 billion people watching around the world, and that's more than half of the global population, which is 8 billion. From being the main guy at PSG with unlimited influence on players and coaches, to now he could possibly watch the player that was his sidekick at PSG get to live his dreams. Ousmane Dembele, who went from getting subbed in a World Cup final on the 40th minute for having the most horrible performance I have ever seen in the World Cup. This is after having no contributions except for giving away a penalty. To fast forward in 2025, the brother could actually win a Ballon d'Or before his national team captain. The same player Kylian Mbappe told PSG to sign as Neymar's replacement might actually win the Ballon d'Or that was supposed to be won by Neymar when he left Barcelona for PSG. If he told me 2 years ago that as soon as PSG lost the big 3, the team would go on a perfect season, I guarantee no one would have ever believed you. Even if Paul the Octopus made the prediction, I don't think there's a person in the world who would actually consider a team that lost so much star power could be challenging to repeat the centuple, a feat that was only achieved by the 2009 Barcelona team and 2020 Bayern Munich team. Since PSG has already won every competition/tournament they played in this past season, which is 4 out of 4 competitions, and if they win the Club World Cup and the UEFA Super Cup against Tottenham, there would be no debate for Ousmane Dembele to win the Ballon d'Or. And the harsh part is that Kylian Mbappe is the one who recruited this PSG team after his big contract at PSG made him an executive. Just imagine you sign a contract extension with PSG, Madrid wins the Champions League. You join Real Madrid, PSG wins the UEFA Champions League. I don't know if this is some sort of pattern, but from what I have seen from this current Madrid team, it could be a while before Madrid is back on top of European football. And I think there's no coincidence that Real Madrid's momentum went down when Kylian Mbappe joined the team. And the problem is Real Madrid's obsession of the Galactico. Whether it's Cristiano, R9 to David Beckham and Luis Figo, all these other players joined Madrid when the team needed to win. The signings were big, but they were also necessary which is different to how Kylian Mbappe got signed. His transfer to Madrid was not driven by a need to fill a missing piece that could have led to success, hence Madrid was already winning without him. The signing was actually done because it was on brand with the idea of the Galactico, which is a cool way to spell out greed. And the funny thing about greed is that it makes a man blind to what they already possess. And in this case, we're talking about Madrid's chemistry, which was bringing them all the glory, from Rodrygo, Jude, Vini, and a genuine number 9 to lead the attack. The team was already used to playing a certain way, which is why UCL came in on loan and still played 47 games. His role was underrated but very crucial. But for the sake of the Galacticos, they released UCL and force-fitted 3 right-footed wingers without any aerial skills. As a result, Jude Bellingham went from scoring 24 goals to scoring just 14 goals this past season. And in my opinion, I still say Mbappe letting everybody know about his lifelong dream, that has caused his career more harm than any good, because when you know someone loves you and wants you more than you want or love them, those sorts of arrangements are never long lasting. In my opinion, I think Madrid knew they didn't have to sacrifice that much in order to win him over, because when a team thinks of you as their main target, you get all sorts of treatment. Teams look after superstars and try to feed and protect their egos, just like Samuel Eto'o and Zlatan were sold by Barca in order for Messi to be the main man, or when Di Maria was sold so that World Cup superstar James Rodriguez would take his spot in the Real Madrid first team. Or how about the treatment of Barcelona towards Yamal, who has a father that used to be a supporter of Real Madrid, and because of that, Barcelona is rumored to have prepared a huge salary package for Yamal, and also they have sold Ansu Fati to Monaco in order to give Yamal the number 10 jersey. And that's how a superstar should be treated. The way Madrid went into the Mbappe deal, they already knew they won over Mbappe's heart from the beginning, and as much as they paid him loads of money, they never made room for him to be the centerpiece of the team. There is no way Kylian Mbappe's mother, who is supposed to be his agent, should have allowed Rodrygo and Vini to remain at the club. The only players that Kylian Mbappe was supposed to be surrounded with is players that would first look to pass the ball to him before they even think about dribbling to score a goal. And I still say the longer Madrid keeps all 3 of these right wingers in their starting lineup, the more likely Kylian Mbappe's career ends up with 0 Ballon d'Or wins. As it's known, Messi was 22 when he won his first Ballon d'Or, Cristiano Ronaldo was 23, while Mbappe on the other hand will be turning 28 in December of 2025. And the more time passes, the stronger Barcelona is becoming, both with their young core players and financially with their reopening of the Camp Nou stadium on the 10th of August. And just as an example of what I'm talking about, currently you can get the Barcelona jersey for $80 to $100 on the Barcelona website, but due to their exclusive artist branding through Spotify, on StockX the Travis Scott jersey is selling for $700 while the Coldplay jersey is selling for $1,000. This new way of making money is the first of its kind, and best believe Barcelona will take full advantage of this. The combination of these events reveal hard times ahead for Madrid, and Kylian Mbappe's chances of winning a Ballon d'Or seem slimmer with each passing month. Not only is this Barcelona team well rested currently while Madrid is in the Club World Cup in America, but what's even more worse is that this Barcelona team has already won 4 out of 4 games from last season against Real Madrid. With a relatively younger squad, this current Barcelona team reminds me of the 2010 team that had 8 players that were playing both for Spain and Barcelona at the same time. Currently 15 players on this Barcelona team are Spanish, and 10 of those players are regular national team players, which means loads of chemistry and understanding with players that train together all the time. So my question is, did Mbappe make the right decision to leave PSG? Let me know in the comments below. Till next time, peace.